all. Today I'm going to be standing a little bit far away from the camera, so I hope you will still hear me properly. So this video is going to be dedicated to one product that I bought yesterday, and this is the slow cooker made by the company called Kambrook. Okay, so I haven't tried this company before, particularly for slow cookers, so this will be my first try. It says that it comes with 2-year warranty. This slow cooker is 4.5 liters. They actually had another company beside it. I can't remember the name for it now, but that one was 5.5. But when I looked at it, because they have like it on display out of the box, when I looked at it, I thought like it's too big for me, really. Like 4.5 will be perfect. The difference in price was about $9 to $10 between both of them. But also yesterday I bought this, by the way, from Big W. Yesterday they had discount, and the full price of this one 49 something, and I bought it for 36, and the other one had a discount as well. So mainly I bought this slow cooker to be using to make chicken and beef broth, which is basically a soup, and I have a reason behind it. I'm going to dedicate a different video a little bit more in detail about that. But today, just before I go now to my work, I decided to make a beef roast in a slow cook for 8 hours, using some vegetables together with it. So I basically will do it now, and I will go change and I will go to work, and I come back around maybe like 11 o'clock at night, and that should be ready. So let's just unpack it and have a look. So it has a manual to it, and actually it has some recipes as well. Okay. Then it has your warranty paper. Okay guys, so this is pretty much it. I like actually this color. The other color was in silver, you know, but I like this traditional sort of like a golden color or a color of the sand. So yeah, I really like it. It's nice inside, it's all black. Okay, so here we have settings: low, high and auto. Okay, I have to go through the menu and have a look what auto is, so we will do that. But today I will be using just low for 8 hours for my meat. Okay, so first I'm going to give it a wash. I'm not going to record this part, I'll just clean it up, because the menu suggests of any item for cooking, whether you buy it this one or something else, you have to actually give it a wash, because in the factory they were packing it, you know, so it has germs and stuff like that, and maybe it has some protective coating, so you just need to give it a wash, and then we're going to use it. Okay, so for today's beef roast I will be using really simple ingredients. I basically have here 2 onions, which are 2 different type of onions, because this is all what I had in the fridge, but you can use either white or red onions. I have 1 clove of garlic, so I didn't peel it, I just cut it like that from all sides. Then I have my carrots. It's 2 large carrots. I peeled it obviously, and I left it into big pieces from each half, so I basically halved it, and then I cut each half in 2. And then I have my unpeeled potatoes. I decided to leave it unpeeled, I just give it a wash, but if you have more time you can obviously peel it. I just have a little bit of time before I go to my work now, so I decided to keep it in large pieces as much as I could. And then also I have already fried meat from both sides, just using a frying pan, and I'm going to show you now a video how I did it, and I also will show you a video how I marinate this meat earlier this morning. So it's been now almost 5 hours. I was actually planning to leave it for 2 to 3 hours, but I've got busy with my kids and it stayed in the fridge for almost 5 hours, which is even better. So I'm going to add these 2 clips now here so you could see what I was doing, and after that we're going to transfer all these vegetables into the slow cooker. Okay, so the meat that I'm going to be using is the one that I bought from Fresh and Save shop, and I think I've done a few shopping videos earlier on my channel buying actually different type of meats and chicken from that shop. I really like it. They always have specials, they always have good price in general for the meat and chicken, if you compare it, let's say, to Aldi, Coles or Woolworths. So yeah, they always have it cheaper, and as the name of the shop says, it's always fresh, and it's literally always fresh. I really like it. Anyway, so yesterday they had a special, and I bought 1 kilo and 76 grams for almost $14. Something like that of this amount would cost about $24-25 in Woolworths. And as you can see, this is lean meat. It doesn't have much fat in it. Okay, so I was really surprised to see this price for such a nice piece of meat. So this one is a top side roast, which is really nice and soft, and I hope it will be nice and juicy as well. Okay, so I'm going to give it a wash now, and then I'm going to spice it up and marinate it in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours. Preferably it would be nicer to do it actually overnight, but yesterday I was a little bit tired and I didn't do it, but I was actually planning to do it yesterday night. But yeah, I just got tired and I went to sleep early, because since this year started, I gave myself a promise, if you watched my video for my 2020 goals, that I want to wake up in the morning at least at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and I've been keeping this promise already for 3 days. So yeah, I feel like really tired at night, and I basically go to sleep latest at 10 o'clock. Okay, so let's give it a wash and start marinating it. Alright, so it's nice and washed now. I'm going to slightly just cut the small pieces of fat. Like, if you want, you can actually leave it, because once you start cooking it on a slow cook mode, it will just fall apart and you can easily take it off when the meat is cooked. But I just don't like the look of it, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, now I'm going to do some cuts. I just want to do it so when I put the spices on a meat to marinate it, I want the spices to go deeper in the tissue. Okay, like so. Next I'm going to transfer it into a dish. Okay, so for the spices, to be honest, yesterday at evening I watched some of the videos of how people marinate roast beef to cook it in a slow cooker, and I found that most of the people just using black pepper and salt. They either use a Himalayan or Kasherian or sea salt. It's all different really. And then some people add already, after the meat been marinated, before they put it in a slow cook pot, they add actually some onions, some garlic, bay leaf, you know, and then vegetables. So this is pretty much it. They don't marinate it in too many spices. But what I want to do today, I want to use this stir fry shots. This one is in Thai flavor and it's basil and chili. I really like this company, and I like to use this for stir fry. I like to use it for different vegetable meals as well. So this one already has some list of ingredients inside, so you can see it has already garlic, chili, what's the name of this, ginger, and I think this one is a shallot or a leek. Okay, which, yes, it's a shallot. So yeah, so I want to try this one, and then additionally I will add some black pepper and salt as well. So I'll show you how it looks like. Okay, so it comes in a small sort of like socket like this, and it's supposed to be 4 of them inside, 4 shots. I've used the other 3 and I left now only 1. So I'm just going to scoop it out. It smells so nice, really, guys. It smells delicious. So before I spread it out evenly, I'm going to use some salt on this side, about this much, and I'll use paper. Okay, I'm just trying to put the spices in every cut that I made. Like so. Okay, so this will stay in the fridge now to maybe 2 to 3 hours, and then I will start to fry it on a frying pan from both sides, and then I will transfer it to a slow cook pot, and we will surround it with some vegetables, garlic and onions, or maybe just onions. Maybe I'm not gonna be adding garlic, so yeah, we will see. Okay, we will start by putting vegetables first, except the garlic. Then I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, black pepper, about this much, and salt. I'll give it a stir. Like so. I'll try to put my camera up a little bit so you can see what's happening in a pot. I think like that is much better. Sorry, I'm not going to be adding any other spices because meat by itself already has lots of spices that came in that spice bag. So when it starts to cook, it will release a lot of juices which will be absorbed by the vegetables. So I don't want to overload vegetables with additional spices. So at this stage I mixed it up. Now I'm going to transfer the meat. Sorry, I'm touching it with my bare hands. There we go. And I might dip out a little bit of spice for it, like so. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to dip the garlic in one of the cuts. Okay, I will add a little bit of water. I don't have beef broth, but when I was watching recipes on YouTube, I found that a lot of people were actually adding beef broth mixed with cooking wine. I'm not going to be adding any wine for sure, even in the future, but maybe in the future I will try to add some beef broth, but today I'm going to be just adding a little bit of water. Well, basically meat will start to produce a lot of juice while it's cooking, and that water will technically turn into beef broth, so I think it will still taste nice. Also, I might add a little bit of bay leaves as well. I think about this much would be enough. When I looked at some people on YouTube who were not adding any liquid at all, after 6 to 8 hours, actually the whole meat and vegetables were swimming in the meat juice. So it just created soup by itself. So because this is my first time to try it, I'll just see how it goes. If I see in the end of the day today that this dish will have like soup covering basically the whole vegetable thing, I might be not adding any liquid at all in the future, you know, so I'll just see how it goes. So I've been looking at the menu before I start my pot. So regarding these settings, we have low, high and auto. I was wondering what auto was. So auto basically is a setting that allows pot to cook food on a high temperature, bringing it to a particular temperature level, and then it will go to cook it on slow. So basically this one is nice as well. If I put it now on auto, it will cook it on some high temperature and then lower it down by itself. But I'm not sure if I want to do this while I'm at work, you know. If I would be at home, I would want to see how many hours that would happen while it's cooking actually on a high setting temperature. But because I'm not going to be at home, I probably will go with the low, and I will just put it on low. And now it's 2 o'clock, so I'll be back about 11. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would be exactly 9 hours. I think that would be enough. So basically how this pot works, you can't put any time frame. You only choose the settings here, and then basically you in your head, whether you keep the time, you know, going, or you just put the alarm for yourself, you know how long you want this meal to be cooked for. So basically when the time runs out, for that time that you plan for it for cooking, you just come and you turn it off. It doesn't have any switch to turn it off by itself, you know, so this is pretty much it. So I'm going to plug it in and I'm going to turn it on. Now I'll put it on low, and I'm going to cover it. So this is pretty much it. I will leave it to be on my stove. My stove is off. I'll just leave it to stay here, and when I come today at night, I'm going to show you guys how it look like, and basically we will see if it will be cooked or not. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay guys, so I just came from work now. Okay, I'm not gonna switch it off yet. I'm just going to move the lid, and I'll try to cut the meat to see if it's cooked. Oh my god, look, it's just falling apart. Look at it. It's falling apart. It's so nice. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. So I'm just going to take a spoon, and I'm just going to drizzle some of this juice on top into the cuts that I just made, because I'm going to leave this overnight. Of course I will turn it off, and I'll just leave it covered to cool down. It's so nice. I love it. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's see the vegetable. So I'm just going to take potato. So potato is quite firm, as you can see, and it's still white inside, which is nice. So I was afraid that vegetables would be really soft and saggy, you know, but they're quite firm actually. I really like it. I'm surprised that the meat is all nice and falling apart, but yet the vegetables are firm and nice. The only thing, like onions, they became really dark. I don't think I will be eating onions, but yeah, everything else is good. I just want to try a small piece. It's so delicious. Really nice. Alright guys, so this will be the end. This would be the last part of my review of this Kambrook slow cooker. So this is the first recipe that I've tried so far. My next recipe in it will be a beef bone broth that I will be doing for my collagen intake, and I will talk about it a little bit later in my next video. But so far, for the first try, I'm really surprised in a positive way. It took 9 hours to achieve the softness of the meat. It was quite big bulky piece, and I really like the vegetables. So basically what I will do tomorrow, probably I will warm it up again before I serve it, and then I will take the vegetable and meat out, and I will add either cornstarch or flour to this soup in there, the liquid that we have now, and I will make a gravy sauce. So when I serve it to the plates, I can have some gravy sauce on top. So that would be just something really simple. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video and it was kind of useful for you. So yeah, just wait for me to cook some more recipes in this thing, because I'm so excited about it, really. Anyways, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.